But the other way to judge whether consumption has picked up or investments have picked up rather is the number of Demat accounts in India, and they have crossed the 100 million mark in the month of August according to monthly figures from depositories CDSL and NSDL. To discuss where this growth is coming in from and the customer acquisition costs, we're joined by two gentlemen, Sandeep Bharadwaj, the CEO retail at IIFL Securities, and Ajay Menon, the CEO broking and distribution at Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Gentlemen, morning to both of you. Ajay, let me start with you. At Motilal Oswal, can you give us the numbers? How much has the client base gone up compared to what it was, say, about 6 months ago? And how is the trend looking like in general? Ajay, you're on mute. If you can just unmute yourself, Ajay, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Morning.
Go ahead. Good morning.
Is this clear now?
It's very clear, yeah.
So I think for us in the last 6 to 12 months, there has been a continuous growth across our network, and we can see at least around 20-25% of growth you see in the last 6 months. And frankly speaking, the overall base in the network is increasing consistently because of the robustness of the overall systems which have been placed by SEBI now, and the overall model where the clients feel much more safer in the markets. I think the base is only going to increase the way the things are going, and we can see the overall expansion across our business network and the quality of clients which are coming in. We surely look at more of quality of clients coming in, so we can see the investments increasing on a continuous basis.
Gentlemen, hi. Good morning. Just a quick word on Sandeep, the size, Ajay, sorry, the size of these accounts which are opening, the new account openings. You know, I remember we've had Nitin Kamath with us of Zerodha, who said that some of these new openings are very small ticket size. So they're not very large in terms of transaction value, potential transaction value, etc. Could you tell us what has been your experience?
Right. So at our end, we are very much focused on the quality of the accounts which are coming in. So we try to track the accounts based on the margins which are coming for the clients. So typically, the number of accounts which gets opened at Motilal Oswal will be comparatively lesser to the discount brokers, but we look at quality. So the margin which we look at is anyhow anywhere in the range of 25,000 to a lakh. So average ticket size which we are getting in is around 40 to 50,000.
40 to 50,000, okay.
What is this 50,000, Ajay? Sorry, this
margin,
is
the amount of money which the client brings in when he opens the account.
Okay, the margin is 40 to 50,000 to start with, basically. Okay, got it.
Sandeep, good morning. I wanted your thoughts on if the pace of addition of clients has slowed down, because I was just looking at some numbers. In FY23 so far, on an average, 2.1 million new accounts were added every month. But in FY22, there was an addition of almost 3 million accounts. So are we seeing the pace of addition of new accounts slow down a bit compared to what it was last year?
See, what we need to look at it, we need to look at Demat in a broader perspective. Now, earlier, the Demat was the correlation of the equity markets. But as a category itself is increasing, now the mutual fund is also, to large extent, is contributing for Demat growth. For the digital player, being there, they are also attracting bigger customer base coming through mutual funds. And last year, IPO itself contributed to a large extent. And that also see the last few months, there was no IPO. And this month, we saw a couple of the IPO, which also contributed increment in this month. So I think Demat as a category itself is expanding beyond direct equities. And we are seeing growth, constant growth as far as numbers are concerned. But that will also, a lot more will depend on equity market behavior as well as cyclic nature of this industry. But I see the mutual fund is a one area which will continue to fuel the number of the Demat account holders adding month on month.
No, so in your experience, when you say what is mutual funds are responsible for how much of the new account openings in the last 1 month, 2 months, according to you?
I was just looking at one data, Prashant. So if you look at close to 60 lakh folio got added in last 3 months. Now, if I look at one customer, normally adds 2.5 folio per customer. So which also, gives me, I need to validate this number, but the 60 lakhs folio, it means the close to 20 lakh new customers should come into the mutual fund space, which is like and whenever, category get expanded, mutual fund and SIP is the best route to start the equity journey. And post maturity of the customer, they try their hands in direct equities.
So can you give us, Sandeep, the exact number for IFL securities? Because, in Q1, if you look at it over the past, say, 2-3 quarters, right? On an average, you've been adding about 1.5 lakh clients every Q1. If you look at it over the past, say, 2-3 quarters, right? On an average, you've been adding about 1.5 lakh clients every quarter. In Q1 of FY23, that went up a little bit, not too much, about 1.63 lakh clients. Do you see that incrementally rise from here? What could the average be?
We are a lot more focusing on the quality of the customer, so where the trade activation can continue to grow up, and the core cost of acquisition. Because for us, these two things are equally important. So the margin of margins coming in accounts, as well as clients trading in whether it is a cash or derivatives. So that will directly relate to the margins which is coming to. So with the focus on these two parameters, we continue to maintain our growth in terms of Demat accounts, as well as our trade active clients have grown 4x in comparison to last year.
Ajay, the last answer you said you compared yourself to discount brokers. Is there any other way to broke except the discount way in India now?
So I think we are very much robust in our model with research and advice and the distribution which we have aligned. And we are very focused on the overall model which we run by with our business network and the franchisees. I think we are very profitable, and we see that this is going to become the norm, because the best part is that when so many new clients come in, finally they have to know where to invest and how to invest and to what extent. So I think at the end of the day, it is not so easy to make money in the market without investing onto research and advice.
But just in terms, Ajay, but you would agree, just in terms of sheer market share between brokers, right? It's the discount brokers are far ahead compared to,
right.
Yeah, go on.
So that is on the number of accounts, but I think we should look at the turnover of the brokers. There the difference will be seen, because number of accounts doesn't mean the actual turnover, right? So if I look at the actual turnover in the market broker-wise, I think that things will be looking very different.
How are they looking?
The number which comes out is
you would have those figures. Could you tell us the turnover, for example, for, I mean, just to give us some idea, some perspective. How do these numbers look, turnover-wise?
So frankly, we don't get those turnover broker-wise, but I'm sure at the overall level, we'll be in the top 5 when you look at the turnover in the overall scheme of things.
Okay, top 5. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Top 5, all right. But since we're talking about brokerage, your brokerage income in the quarter gone by, Ajay, was actually under a bit of pressure. It was down almost 10% compared to last quarter. Anything to worry about there?
That is not at all. Frankly speaking, I think this quarter will be much better. But the only point is that if you look at the last quarter, it was all about IPOs, and the overall IPO market was very hot. So the market was also very good. So surely the brokerage income is related to the market. So fairly, we can see that the market was also on the correcting mode, and cash market was comparatively down in a big way, and the volumes also. So that has impacted, and it has come back in the month of August. And we can see the turnovers hitting all-time high numbers as far as our turnovers and numbers are concerned.
Got it. Gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us. That's on the number of Demat accounts and the retail cult. The market is still surging, by the way. It's not letting up any steam. And a lot of, forgotten stocks are making a comeback. I'll just point out a couple before we take a break. Schneider Electric, that's up 14% right now. I mean, I don't remember talking about it for long. Cafe Coffee Day is the other one. Coffee Day Enterprises, of course, the name of the stock. That's also doing quite well. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and of course, we'll address fresh strategies with Mitesh Thakkar.